Hey guys, Brian here from Renshaw's Personal Training. In today's video, what we're gonna go over is deadlifts. All right, we're gonna be talking about 3 tips that you can incorporate if you're just getting started with deadlifts or if you need help with your form. All right guys, so let's get started on this. So deadlifts as an exercise. Deadlifts are great. Deadlifts work a lot of your legs, your lower back. They're a very exhausting exercise. I want to get this point across first of all, saying that you don't have to do deadlifts. A lot of people think, that you have to do deadlifts because they see a lot of guys doing them in the gym. If you have a very tight lower back or if you have a lot of muscle imbalances, it may not be the best exercise for you to do without correcting those imbalances. With that said, deadlifts is a very good exercise if you have the correct form. And so in this video, what we're gonna be going over is 3 tips that you can incorporate in order to make your deadlifts better or to make them safe and effective. So tip number 1 is gonna be focusing on bar placement. Where do we want that bar as we're deadlifting that barbell up, into that standing position here? So we want that bar close to our shins, okay? And as you can see here, I'm rolling that bar close to my shins. So as I'm squatting down a little bit and getting my body ready for that deadlift, my lower back is not gonna be pulling out in front of me, okay? If that bar goes a little bit too far forward, you're gonna be reaching for it, you're gonna risk lower back injuries. It's not gonna fall in the right places, right? So your center of gravity is not gonna be where you want it, okay? So you wanna keep that bar as close to you as possible as you're deadlifting that weight up to the top, and also as you lower that weight, right? As you lower it, you wanna keep that bar close to you as well, okay? So bar placement, very, very important. Second tip we're gonna be talking about is as you're going down into the deadlift, and you're setting up, you wanna keep your shoulders square, okay? And what I mean by that is, as you can see here, as I'm getting into my starting position, my chest is lifted up a little bit and my shoulders are rolled back as I deadlift that weight up to the top, okay? This is gonna allow that weight and the tension to transfer to our glutes, our lower back, right where we want that tension, right where our strongest muscles are, right? Because strongest muscle in your body is your glutes. And if your shoulders are not square, it's gonna pull to your lower back. You're gonna risk that injury again. Because if you injure yourself doing this exercise, you can be out for a long time. And the third tip, guys, is going to be breathing. And believe it or not, the breathing is important with all exercises, but it's extremely important with the deadlift. Because as you get down into that starting position and you get low, you wanna make sure that you take a deep breath and you wanna keep your core tight as you're lifting that weight up to the top, and then exhale, okay? So as I do my deadlifts, right, I take a deep breath in and then I'm actually holding it tight and exhaling as I get to the top. I am not exhaling my breath at the beginning of that deadlift, okay? Because that's gonna keep your core loose. We don't wanna keep our core loose at the bottom because higher risk of injury if your core is looser. So a deep breath in, and then deadlift it up to the top. As you come up to the top, exhale that breath, right? And then as we lower that weight, you can reset the breath, okay? So making sure that you're not bouncing that weight up and down off the ground, you have to be able to let that barbell land on the floor so you can reset your breath, okay? If that makes any sense. So if you're going too fast and you're using momentum and slamming it up and down off the floor, you can't, first of all, you shouldn't be using momentum, and then second of all, you can't sync your breathing up with the reps because you're going too fast, okay? So each rep should be a reset for your breath and a reset for your form so you have a safe and effective movement, right? And that's what we want here, okay? So once again, the 3 tips, right, is the barbell placement, keeping your shoulders square, and the breathing at the end, okay? Please let me know if you have any questions. These are very simple tips. Of course, there are more advanced tips to lift heavier, but remember, you wanna start with simple tips first, okay? I also include tips like this in the membership workout program. Like always, if you're interested to break through that plateau, please check that program out at renshawspt.com. Guys, like always, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll catch you in the next video.